Okay, so today I wanted to do a video about what value I bring to the world, and then hopefully inspire you to make a list of the values that you bring to the world. And then hopefully it inspires you if you're ever having a tough moment in time to say, you know what, I'm worth a lot more. Let me look at my list right here of why I have value to the world. So I'm gonna do, I think it's a couple things, like 3, 4, wrote some stuff down, like 4 things here. And just be honest about it, you know, what value I give to the world, and then actually what value I take away from the world. And if I do both, I feel as though it would be a good mix of yin and yang, the good and bad, and then I can truly determine whether or not I'm actually doing something right for this world. So with that being said, I got some paper and I got a big marker and I'm gonna write some. So let's get started. Number 1 that I put down is I'm caring. So let me write that down in the plus column. Plus column. And then to balance it out, I put the opposite of that I believe I am. And that is, I'm not empathetic, yet I am empathetic. So let me write that. Okay, so I'm caring. When I say I'm caring, I care a lot about people's feelings and issues they're having and just a lot of things. Like if you come to me and tell me a problem, I take it on as my own problem, which it would technically be empathy. But I'm also not empathetic in a sense that if you give me a problem, I'm not going to sit here and sulk over that problem with you. I'm going to hear the problem, understand the problem, and then we're going to come up with a solution together. I don't really believe in sitting around waiting idly complaining about the past, because you can't change the past, you can only affect the future. So I'm caring, but I'm not empathetic in that sense where I'm not going to let you or hang out with you as you sulk and just think about the past. Like, we got to move past that. Move past that. So we have to move beyond that. So I guess that'll be the first thing, the first bit of value I bring to the world is I'm charming. No, not charming, excuse me. Caring, charming. Whew, getting a little ahead of myself, aren't I? Okay, so now we're gonna go to number 2. I'm charismatic. That's it, right there, charismatic. So let me put that in the plus column here. A-R-I-S-M-A-T-I-C. And then the negative side of that also is I'm also quite boring. I don't know why this looks like that. There we go. So I'm charismatic. I have a lot of energy. I have a lot of charm. Quick side note, my favorite X-Men of all time is Gambit, right? And one of his powers is magnetic charm. Look it up, I promise you. So I'm charismatic, which means I'm charming. I can give you energy, bring energy from me, give it to you. We can do this thing together. But on the opposite side, I'm boring. I don't like leaving the house because I understand the dangers that happen outside of the house. So it's like I'm a homebody, yet I have a lot of energy to give. I'm not like an energy vampire where I suck energy and don't give it back. I give a lot of my energy, which is probably one of the reasons why I don't really enjoy leaving the house, because I'm just out of energy by the time it's time to go. So, okay, it's 2, charismatic. All right, number 3, I'm always there for you. I guess that can go back to I'm charming. No, god dang it, charming, caring. Whew. All right, so in the plus category, I'm always there for you. So the negative side of that is I often feel slighted when that type of feeling isn't reciprocated or given back, okay? So I feel slighted. Okay, so I'll totally forgot the E on this. So I'm always there for you, right? If you call me and I pick up, I got you. We're gonna figure out this problem together. I guess it goes back to the caring part. Is I got you. We're gonna work together. I'm always there for you. But on the opposite, I do feel slighted when that type of feeling isn't getting back to me. Because the way I see it is, I give a lot to people, right? I give a lot of myself to people, and it's disheartening when that same type of, like when I need somebody, they aren't really there for me, right? And that it's a bummer. It's a big bummer for me. And that is a quick way to get out of my graces. A huge way to get out of my, I have stories, numerous stories I could tell you, but I'm going to keep it, on the hush, because the person may be watching my YouTube channel, and I don't want them to see this and feel slighted. Just because I feel slighted doesn't mean I should make them feel slighted. So that's the thing. I'm always there for you, yet on the opposite side, I feel slighted when the act isn't, returned. Yeah, I don't know what else more to say about that one. So now we have number 4, the last one that I wrote up today. I have a very positive outlook. So that's the plus. So the negative side of that, though, and a lot of people don't know this, is that I think about the negatives first all the time. So I have a negative processing first. And so what that means is I see everything very chipperly, very happily, today's gonna be a beautiful day, it's gonna be a beautiful day, it's gonna be a beautiful day. But honestly, I see the negatives as well. The first thing I see is the negative. So when I see a situation, I see the negatives, the things that can go wrong with the situation first. And then from there, I process and say, this is how it's gonna be better. So I'm positive, but not after I've been negative, right? And you won't see the negative, because I won't show it to you, because that's not what I want to push out. But I do think about the negatives first, right? I think about what can go wrong before what can go right. And for me, it's one of those things, so I went skydiving recently. I think, of course, with the parachute doesn't open, yada, yada, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I think about the negatives first, even though I'm sure everything's going to go well. And that's just, I think, it's just me. I don't know why I do it, but I will say it's helpful to me, I guess. I don't know if it's helpful to you, but to me, it's been pretty chill in my lifestyle. Yeah, so those are the 4, the values I say I bring to the world. And it took me some time to actually get this. I wasn't actually able to think of anything more that I give to the world. What other values do I give? Because most of the values that I give are me. It's not a talent on art. It's me giving me to you. Yeah, and I don't really know what else to add into that list besides that. I've given myself to people, and I don't think there's anything more I can give besides myself. So I want to encourage you to take a second and make your own list. You look back on it when times get hard. My friend Wendy, she definitely wanted me to make sure I did a video this month about suicide prevention, because this is Suicide Prevention Month. And I want anyone that is in that position and that thought process to just write out a list of what you give to the world. Think about all the things you give to the world. Don't think about what the world has taken from you. Think about what you have given to the world, right? Focus on only what you have done, not what the world has done to you, but what you have done. And write out that list and look at it. And just look, this is what I've given to the world. And do you have more to give? Because a lot of times you do have more to give. I understand, you give all this, you don't get it back, and it hurts. Number 3, I'm always there for you. I feel slighted when it's not there. I'm not going to let that down be the end of my journey, because I have a long, illustrious life ahead of me. And I know you do too. And with that being said, just please, if you are thinking about, ending your life, take a second to figure out what your life is worth first. How valuable is your life? Just take a second, because you may be surprised. Your list may not be long, so if you thought my list would be a lot longer than this. But when I really thought about it, and all the lives I've touched, and the people I've helped, and the people I've been able to just interact with, I realized, you know what, I'm actually doing something right. And that's what feels good, knowing I'm doing something right. So, with that being said again, see ya.